Hi guys, it's Maddie. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am in a new location, as you guys can probably tell. You probably have never seen this area that I filmed at before. This is actually my grandma's house. I've been living with her for the past little bit, so I've been super busy and I haven't really been able to make a ton of videos. But if you guys don't know, I am a huge reader. I do have a couple videos on here about my reading where I did some reviews, but I decided today I was going to do a book haul of the books that I have here. Obviously I couldn't bring all my books because that just would be way too much, and I had to bring a bunch more clothes here, so I couldn't fit too many. But I have a couple books that I haven't read yet that I really wanted to bring with me, so we're going to go through those today. So first off, we're going to start off with my current read, and then we'll go through all the other ones. So the book I am currently reading is Nia Sue, Bottom of the Pyramid. If you guys don't know, I am obsessed with Dance Moms. That is one of my favorite shows ever, and I heard that Nia came out with a book, and I was like, I have to get it, because Nia was one of my favorite girls on the show, and I just love being able to hear her story because she's just so talented, and where she has gone in life is really amazing. So this is her little memoir, and the best part of it was, since I pre-ordered it, she signed my book, which I can't ever get rid of this. This book is too special for me, and that's why I brought it with me, because as I said, I am currently in the middle of reading this. This is my current read. I am on chapter 7, so not as far as I would like to be in it, but I've been starting to read at night now, so if I read a little bit tonight too, and just every night from now on, I will totally get through this book, and I am loving it so far. I love Nia so much. So that is my current read. And then also, to go along with the Dance Moms sort of girls, I have the Maddie Diaries, which is Maddie Ziegler's book, and I have read a little bit of this as well. I'm on page 32, but I like her book because she puts like pictures and stuff in it, which is so cute. Like, that's her when she was a baby. If you guys don't have this book, I also really love this book too. And then this is adorable. And then I think you get to see some stuff from before she was on the show, which is really, really cool. And then there's a picture of her and Nia. They're so cute. So that is this book. I know she has another book out too. I think it's called The Audition, but I don't have that one. I just have the Maddie Diaries. But this is very similar to this book, where they talk about like how they get on Dance Moms, how dancing for Abby's team went, and everything like that. So love those two because, as I said, I'm obsessed with Dance Moms. So okay, this book got a little beat up, so don't mind it, but I haven't read this one yet. But if you guys don't know, I have a very special connection with this author, because this author is actually the one that got me back into reading. But these two are by the author Colleen Hoover, and these are both some of her thriller suspense books. I have read Verity before. If you guys haven't read that book, you must read that. That book is so good. But I've heard a lot of people like this book more than Verity, so I have to read this one as well and see how I feel about it. So if you guys have read this book, let me know what you guys think, but no spoilers. But the book that I read by her first was It Ends With Us. That's the book that got me back into reading as an adult. I used to love reading when I was younger. I would always go to the school library and get a bunch of books. But, yeah, It Ends With Us was the book that got me back into reading as an adult. And from there, I'm just like, I need to go down her whole list of books. Because as I said, I love her writing. Let me just lift off some of the books that I've read by her. It Ends With Us, It Starts With Us, Ugly Love, Maybe Someday, Regretting You, Reminders of Him, Verity, what else? Confess, that one's a really good one. I don't know. I just read a whole bunch of her books, and she is the author that I have the most books of out of all the authors that I have books of. So that must tell you something about how much I love her. But I'm excited to read this one when I get the chance. I might read this one before this other one I'm about to show you, just because the other one I'm about to show you is newer. But I can't wait to read this and see if I like Layla more than I like Verity, because Verity, I really love that book. It is so good. It keeps you on your feet. I literally stayed up so late reading that book because I was like, I have to figure out what happens at the end. So, there's this one. And then the next one by Colleen Hoover that I have is a newer one by her. It's called Woman Down. I just got this yesterday because I'm going to get back surgery soon for my scoliosis. And so I'm going to be at home for a while. And I need some stuff to read when I'm laid up. So this one is actually from this year, which is why I was so shocked to see it. I got this from BJ's, but I was so shocked to see it there. I was like, this came out of January of this year. I mean, I know people probably got it like when it was super newly released, but I said, it came out this year. Like, this is one of her newest books. I can't believe it. And I'm just so happy I got my hands on it, and I can't wait to read this one either. So, love Colleen Hoover. So first I have a James Patterson book called Alex Cross Must Die, and I love James Patterson. I like his writing as well. For men authors, I really like his books, and so I'm excited to read this one as well. And the one thing I love about his books is they're just so easy to read, and the chapters are literally like 1 page long, so they're so quick to get through. Look how short this is. So this is chapter 1. So it's like 3 pages. Like, look how short that chapter is. And then chapter 2, there's just some that are so short. Like chapter 3 is half a page, a full page, and then another half of a page, and then chapter 4. So, like I said, I love his writing. His books are super easy to get through, and his books also keep you on your seat as well. So that's that. And then I also have The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. I'm excited to read this one. I need to get to it. But my mom read this one first, and she really, really enjoyed it. And she went to go see the movie too, and she said that the movie is really good. So I'm going to have to read this and then go watch the movie. But I'm excited to read this because this book also sounds really interesting. And my mom loved it so much. Well, my grandma bought it for her. But my mom asked for the second book for Christmas, and she ended up getting it. And she is currently now reading the second book in this series. So maybe after I finish this one, I'll have to borrow that from her. But can't wait to read this one as well. And then now these, well, this isn't really thriller, but it's a more darker book. But I know that this is a series and this is not in order, but this is Poor Unfortunate Souls. It's a like dark retelling of the story of Ursula, which is really cool. And I know some people might think that this is like a kids type book, but honestly, I was reading this last night and there's some really hard words in here to pronounce. So I'm not sure if this is considered a kids book or not. And I know a lot of people say that you should read these in order just because all the books kind of tie together, but I don't have any of the other ones, so we're just reading about Ursula. I saw this at the thrift store yesterday and I was like, I have to get it. Like, I've been wanting to read this series for so long, and I was like, well, it's sitting here. It's calling my name. I have to get it. So, I've also started reading this one. I'm currently on chapter 2, I think I left it at. Yeah, chapter 2, The Witches of the Cliff. So, there's that. It's hard for me because sometimes I'm always in like the middle of like 3 different books, as you can tell. But I think I'm going to finish reading Nia's book because I'm so far into it and I'm loving it so far. And then maybe I'll read Poor Unfortunate Souls and then we'll go from there. Alright, this last category are kind of like my romance fluffy reads. So first off, we have Happy Place by Emily Henry. I read Beach Read by her and I really enjoyed it, and so I forgot where I got this one from, but I saw this book and I said I have to get it, and 2 of my favorite authors wrote reviews on this book, so I trust them with my whole entire heart. Obviously Colleen Hoover, as you can tell, and then Taylor Jenkins Reid. I love her books too. I think I've only read 2 of her books, but I read Daisy Jones and the Six, and then I read Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. That one was so good too. I literally cried at the end of that book, so if I cry at any book, I know that it's a good one. So I'm excited to read this. I might bring this on my vacation at the beach because this is kind of like a beachy read. As you can probably tell from the picture on here, we always go on a trip during the summer, so having a nice little like summery beachy read would be really awesome. So I have that one. Next I have Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood. I've been wanting to read another one of her books because I read The Love Hypothesis and I also really enjoyed that one, and I saw this at Five Below and I said, oh my gosh, I cannot believe they have a book by Ali Hazelwood here. So I have this one as well. I'm excited to read this, and the cover is just stunning. I love the colors, and like even the back, it looks like cotton candy. It's so pretty. So I have that. Yeah. And then lastly, I have By a Thread by Lucy Score. Things We Never Got Over is the one that I read. That's the one that's in a series. I haven't read any of the other ones yet, but I do want to read the other ones in that series because I really enjoyed that. I'm excited to read this because it seems like it's about a fashion designer, which I love watching like Project Runway and stuff. So I feel like when I read this, I'm going to be living my like Project Runway fantasy. So that is going to be so fun. So those are all the books that I have. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. And if you have any more book suggestions that I should read, if you guys are also really into books like I am, please let me know, because I would love to get some more book suggestions, because as you can tell, I'm a reader, but I haven't read most of these books that I have here, so I should probably get some of these read through before I get any more. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you guys so much. Bye!